Hi coders, we are welcomed by two guests from CANEGROWERS. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Sure. My name's Matt Keeley. I do membership engagement and innovation at CANEGROWERS.
And I'm Shikira Kalatzis, and I'm the education coordinator here at CANEGROWERS.
Thanks. So you guys are joining us today to talk about the Sweeten the Crop project. We came up with an idea for this project for Moonhack because we want to focus on some of the agriculture industries in Australia and what they are doing to help us mitigate climate change. So glad that you were joining us in this project. Can you tell us a little bit about why we've chosen this as one of our projects?
You can kick off on that about that, and I can talk a bit more about the practices in the industry.
Okay, yep. Okay, so we are so glad to be part of the Moonhack challenge this year. I think it's something that we, as an agricultural industry, really would like kids and the general public to understand about some of the practices that we do have on farm to mitigate climate change or help the environment in so many different ways. So yeah, we're just really excited to branch out a little bit and get kids learning in a different way through coding about our industry. So that was really, really cool. So we're really excited to be part of it.
And you had a bit of experience this with your children, didn't you, doing coding?
Yeah. So my youngest daughter, she started doing some Scratch programs in her younger primary school years, and it just got me thinking that that's a really cool way to engage with kids. And these are sort of the jobs that we're going to need in the future on farm. So coding and all of that sort of stuff is happening now, but it's going to be something that, especially for my daughter later on, these are jobs and careers that they could have as well. And they can learn all of this through participating in challenges like this.
And ag technology is really coming to the fore in sugarcane industry, but also across agriculture. So there's so many avenues to use code and technology for our industry, not just growing plans, but maintaining drones or looking at sensors or computers in tractors and GPS can control traffic. So many things uses technology.
It touches everywhere, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
So our Sweeten the Crop project really focuses on how we engage with technology to grow a crop across a year. So can you share with us how farmers actually do this on their farms?
Well,
Matt,
okay. So the Queensland cane industry grows around about 30 to 32 million tonnes of sugarcane every year, and we grow it along 2,100 kilometres of coastline from Mossman, the top of Queensland, all the way down to northern New South Wales. And so we have different climate zones, but one of the big areas we grow sugarcane in is in the Burdekin region near Townsville. And that is the sort of the dry tropics region, and they use a lot of irrigation. They have 300 days of sunlight, so they grow a lot of cane and really big cane, but they use irrigation water. So the challenge for those growers there to maintain their environment outcomes and make sure they're sustainable and profitable is how they use that irrigation water really effectively and efficiently, because electricity is expensive. They pay for water. They want to make sure the water grows the biggest crop they can possibly grow, but they also want to make sure they're not impacting the environment too much. The practices that they use are best practices to support their farm, but also reduces that impact on environment, water runoff, but also has some impacts on climate change too. So that's part of what we're thinking with this project, is how does the farmer make sure he uses the best water and the most efficient use of water on farm.
Awesome. And we've managed to turn that into a clicker style project, which is something that we all love to play. So apart from Australia, are there any other countries around the world that produce cane?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Australia. Australia's the third largest exporter of sugar in the world, behind Brazil, who is the biggest grower of sugarcane in the world. They produce around, I think it's almost 500 million tonnes of sugarcane. It's phenomenal what they produce compared to our industry. And they also use their sugarcane to make sugar and ethanol. So they use it in fuel. And that's really something that's emerging in the Queensland industry, sustainable aviation fuel and biofuels, which can be made from sugarcane. So if we can ensure our practices are sustainable and we use less inputs but grow bigger cane, that creates a sustainable source of energy So it's not just sugar, it can be ethanol, it can be steam, it could be electricity for the mill. So there's a whole range of things we can grow from sugarcane. But Brazil is by far is the biggest, followed by India grows a lot of sugarcane for their population, as does Thailand up the road across from us as well. So there are three big markets that are our competitors, but also they look to Australia for practices and the things we do here.
Because we do it best. I like it.
Well, we have to be really efficient with our practices to make sure we're competitive, because it's one of those important things. But that's create innovation, and that's why these type of opportunities are really cool, because we can see some new ideas coming through too.
And it's nice that they do look to us for some of those sustainable practices. Like, they're really interested in what we're doing here. And we're actually seen as being really sustainable on farm and for the whole industry. So that's really cool for kids to also understand that we do our best here on farm for the environment and for sustainability.
Perfect that you're joining us in the Moonhack Challenge then. Thank you. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you have both been invited to be judges for this category at the end of the Moonhack Challenge. So we do encourage everybody to submit their projects back to us. Have you got any things that you'll really look out for that would really get you interested in someone's project at the end?
Oh, that's a great question.
Great question.
Because for me being involved with this is sort of new to me. So I'd be really fascinated to see what ideas our students have in terms of using this program to develop something. But I'd like to see how they can improve that water use efficiency on farm. Is there some ideas they can think of how to show how you get better efficiency of use of that water to grow the most sugarcane with the least amount of water, but the most effective use of water? That's one thing I'll be interested in see how that might work.
I like it. You might have future cane growers.
Yeah. Or the next leaders on how to solve some of the problems that we might have or we might incur down the future. But I'd like to see all the creativity at the end, like with the extension sort of things, what happens next? Some of those sort of things, whether they have knowledge of the industry or not. Just see how they use all the different coding techniques to evolve the problem or make the project expand or so I'll just be really interested to see how the little minds tick over and see the result at the end. So
sounds great, because the sugarcane growing doesn't just kind of stop when it's harvest time. It's like the next step in the journey, isn't it?
Absolutely. So once that cane's harvested, and then it grows again from the roots of that cane there. So you've harvested it, chopped it off, and then it'll sprout new leaves and it'll grow again for the second year. So that's called a ratoon. Yeah. So you can do that 5 or 6 times from one planting of one crop. So 5 or 6 years from one crop, you get 5 ratoons in a plant. Maybe that's something they can incorporate into how they do that.
I was just thinking that. I'm seeing the project being built right now.
What do you do with the tops and the trash from the sugarcane after you've harvested it? That could be used for something. That's what we do in our industry. We use those tops and trash to reduce erosion, but some industries use that to make mulch and for products. So those things think about. And I don't know, maybe there's some really cool ways of actually using that sugarcane crop at the end, and what can you do with it?
Awesome. So many ideas for them to think of. I love it.
That's cool.
I just want to say good luck, everyone. I hope you enjoy the challenge. It's a really cool project, not just our little project challenge amounts, but the whole lot. The whole Moonhack Challenge, I think, is really cool. So get excited about it, get doing the challenges, and we can't wait to see what you all come up with.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I look forward to seeing you at the judging time.
Yes, I can't wait. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.